Next up, we have the album Achtung, Baby, released by U2 in 1991, recommended by John in the comments. Thank you. Shout out to John, by the way. He recommended this album in like 4 different videos. I just never had the time to actually get around to it. So I've never really been a big fan of U2, and this album just kind of confirms it. So unfortunate, John, but I'm not a huge fan of this album. Their sound is a little bare for me and a little too alternative outside of the hits on this. It also has one of the more random hits on this with the song One. I never really understood why it was a huge hit. It made more sense to read that this song was almost completely improvised in the recording studio, so it kind of just sounds pretty loose in general. The themes on this are loosely tied to the recent German reunification at the time, but also a lot of the lyrics are connected to the marital issues from The Edge, who is the guitarist in the band. I'm also just not a fan of the several album cover approach. They should have just stuck with the one instead of like 16 that's going on up there. So given all of this, the themes and the messaging on the album just feel pretty scattered and hard to follow at times. Plus, given that, you know, they're not super high energy, just wasn't a really great gym album for me. So Bono seems like a good guy with good intentions. I just couldn't really gel with this album. Not necessarily a huge fan of the band either. So I'm going to give this like a low 4 out of 10. It had its moments, but just not for me.